Hello. Okay, I think we're rolling. Hello everybody. Hope you're all right. It's David here. It's been a very long time since I posted a video of myself and issues regarding health anxiety and depression and anxiety in any way, shape or form. So I thought I would introduce myself again. My name's David. I've suffered on and off with depression and anxiety for probably about 15 years. And I have relapses, and then I have remissions, and have relapses and remissions. Um, Hopefully some of the videos you might find on here are quite informative because they're based on personal experience. Feel free to drop me a message on here if there's something I can answer. I will. I'm incredibly busy, so I don't always get the time, but I will certainly do the best I can. So do bear with me. One issue that I wanted to bring up with you today is hypochondria. And I know a lot of people suffer from health anxiety, and people are obviously branded as hypochondriacs. So I'm going to tackle one of the most difficult issues regarding health anxiety, and that's HIV health anxiety, which is something that I suffered on and off for about 15 years. And I finally took the test to quell that fear. And let me tell you, I did it on a Friday and I had to wait a whole weekend for the result. And it was the most scary time of my life. Not that I felt I had any particular issues. I have a daughter. But as you know, when you suffer from an anxiety regarding your health, it doesn't matter what reassurance, or how many times you visit a doctor, or whatever you do, um, it doesn't help. Having said that, having a negative result has helped immensely, but nonetheless, it doesn't stop the depression and the other poorly feelings. So at the moment, I'm feeling pretty down, pretty poorly. All sorts of sort of skin rashes, and I suffer from seborrheic dermatitis as well, which is exacerbated by the cold weather. So of course I've talked about skin issues. There is a video about that, and I can sort of reaffirm even further that your skin is one of the first things that will suffer if you suffer from chronic anxiety. Of course, you're going to get things like cold sores, um, and you're going to find all sorts of strange symptoms. And one of the best bits of advice I can give, and not something that I adhere to all the time, is to do not Google symptoms, because it makes things a million times worse. I do have some more hospital appointments just to check out my mouth, because I've had loads of ulcers, which is another stress symptom. But fortunately, having lots of blood work done and everything coming back okay, and me being a stone overweight, is pretty reassuring, really, that everything's kind of okay. But having said that, if you do have any, yes, I think I'm not too bad, fairly okay. But joking aside, yeah, I suffer a lot from my skin. I suffer a lot in my mouth issues. So if you do have any questions, do drop me a line on here, and if I can answer them, I will. Anybody that does have fear of HIV, um, my advice is, if you think you are particularly, I mean, everybody should find out their HIV status anyway. I think it's crucially important. But I think particularly if you do think you're at risk, um, then you really should go and do it. Having said that, it took me 15 years, so you're gonna need to find some kind of rock to hold on to get that test done and get it out of the way. And bearing in mind it's not death sentence, because you're probably more likely to live longer than most people these days, even with a positive diagnosis. So yeah, so drop us a bell if you like. Please don't give me any questions like, I've done this and done that. Do you think I might be at risk? Because that's not what I'm about. I'm not a doctor. All I'm saying is that, if you are suffering from that particular area of health anxiety, that is a very, very crucial thing to do in order to help quell your anxieties. And that's what it's about. It's about crushing all these different anxieties that you have one by one. And sometimes they don't go, sometimes they do go, sometimes they come back. But bearing in mind we've been alive for millions of years, and we've been going without doctors for millions of years, and we've survived for millions of years. And I saw a psychologist, and he was poorly, and he said, I've had a cold since Christmas, and this was the other week. So do bear in mind that we are all human, and when we get stressed, we do get ill. And when we get ill, we get more stressed, and it perpetuates this vicious circle. So I felt the need to post this video because I think it was quite important to do. Yeah, that's where I am at the moment. And I'd like to talk about my music as well, because I'm a musician, and I'm going to put a link to my music down below, because if you want to have a little listen, it'd be great, because it's something that I do. It's something that's going quite well. But as many musicians or artists or actors or whatever will tell you, I'm sure they all have their own inner battles. So get back to me if you like, and hopefully speak to you soon. Okay, bye.